What made me want to be a yoga teacher, and I kind of sat and pondered it for a while because I never wanted it sounds funny, but I never wanted to be a yoga teacher. But until the opportunity presented itself to me, I never really even thought of it as an option. I never thought of myself as a teacher. But when I first started my healing journey, movement was one of the things that made me feel alive and like I was in my body as opposed to just floating around. And I think what specifically it was how fast I could get my mental state to change by moving my body. I think that's, once I understood that, everything kind of changed. Because it was kind of like, I never understood the point before. I did yoga when I was a kid. My mom would bring me to classes and I hated it. So once I understood the point of yoga, and not the point as in, oh, I'm stretching my body so it feels good. No, like the point of the mental state change, the point of the ability to transform your mood, more of the energetic and emotional standpoints of yoga. Then it felt like magic. It felt like no matter what, if I'm in a bad mood, if I'm feeling shitty, if I'm feeling sick, I could sit on this mat for 10 minutes and chances are I'm not going to feel that same way. And the transformative aspect of that was a game changer when you're in modes and you feel like there's no escaping how you feel. Yeah, I think the emotional and energetic standpoint of yoga is what drew me to that, because I didn't have anything in my life that made me feel that way. I never had a sport I was never into. Music was all I ever had growing up. And in the same way, if I sing a song, that's going to transform my mood. Because energetically, it's realigning myself to something that I love, something that makes me feel alive, something that transforms my mood. Allowing that transformation to be movement really made me feel free from a lot of my suffering and problems. I didn't have to just sit with them. I had a space where I could feel them, I could release them. There's a safe space. And to me, that's the most powerful part of yoga is I deal with these people on a weekly, sometimes daily basis who don't have a safe space to feel their emotions. They're moms, they're workers, they have careers, they have busy lives, and they don't have time to just sit and think about their feelings. But when they come to yoga, they allow their mind to get out of the way, and they allow their body to do the work. They think, oh, well, my body hurts, I gotta go to yoga. But really, your body hurts because your emotions are hurting and you're not allowing them to be felt. So I think that's where a lot of the aches and pains in our bodies come from. A lot of the aches and pains that our bodies create are opportunities for us to feel the things that are coming up within our bodies. And if we keep pushing them down and not feeling, they're going to manifest as injuries. They're going to manifest as diseases. So yoga is a space. It's a space that allows everything to be felt, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's a space where you can let go of the mind, let go of the thinking, the ego, all of the things that tell us we don't have enough time, we don't have enough space, we don't have enough energy for this. And whether you even realize it or not, I think that's the best thing is you don't have to know what you're releasing. You don't have to know, oh, this is because someone cut me off in traffic earlier, or this is childhood trauma. Like, you don't have to know, because they are just manifesting as physical sensations. But sometimes they manifest as emotional sensations. A lot of times I have people being brought to tears in a yoga class, and sometimes they don't even know why. Sometimes I don't even know why. And I think embracing that, it's okay to not know. And it's okay to just let go and allow whatever needs to be felt to be felt. So, that's a long-winded explanation of what yoga means to me, because it's not just stretching. It's an energy. It's a space. It's a moment in time where nothing externally really matters. And that's the space that I want to create for people, where you can reevaluate, you can realign yourself, you can release whatever needs to be released, and come back to homeostasis, back into harmony with who you want to be, the life you want to live. I don't think I knew the reason why I wanted to be a yoga teacher when I went about it. I was just following a feeling, following something that helped me, and in hopes that I could be that person to help other people heal and learn and change and grow. And all of the things that happens in yoga, and all of the things that we're unaware of, and all the things that we can't even conceptually understand that's going on within our bodies, minds, emotions while we're doing yoga. And yes, there's hundreds of physical benefits, but there's also thousands of emotional, energetic, spiritual benefits, whether we're conscious of them or not. So really asking myself, why did I get into yoga? Why did I want to be that person to help people heal, to help people change and grow and transform? Because I want to be that light for people. I want to be that person that shows them that there's more than just their external circumstances, more than just their job, their life, their family, their home. There's infinite possibilities, and all of the wants and desires and passions of your heart are possible. Every single one of them. It's just whether you choose to act on them or not. So no, I never thought I would be a yoga teacher. All I knew is I had a meeting with the people who were holding the yoga teacher training, and I just felt lit up. I felt lit up by going over a binder and reading all of the things that I was going to be learning about, and expanding upon the things that I already knew about, and figuring out how to create a space for people. And when I first signed up for my yoga teacher training, I had no idea the path that it was going to lead me on. I had no idea that I would go from that to attending women's retreats, to then hosting women's retreats, hosting full moon ceremonies, voice activation ceremonies. Like, I had no idea that I was going to be a leader, because at that point in time I didn't feel like a leader. And I spent years and years and years of my life not feeling like a leader and just following what other people asked me to do, what I saw other people doing, and not using my voice, not expressing myself, and just feeling closed off and shut down and like I wasn't allowed to take up space. And I think in that journey, in pushing myself through that uncomfortability of, I really want to do this, but I'm scared to death to do it. I know that there's a purpose there. I know that there's a passion there. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know where it's going to take me. And in saying it now, it really reminds me of this journey I'm taking right now. And I don't know why I want to make YouTube videos. I don't know what the end goal is. I don't know what's going to come of it. But it's something I've always wanted to do. It's something I've always dreamed about. Ever since I was a kid and I could get my hands on a camera, I always wanted to record myself. And I don't even know what that means yet. You know, there's home videos of me just playing around with the camera and just documenting my life for as long as I could remember. And maybe that's because I feel like I have a story that needs to be shared with people. And I want to be able to help people in sharing my life and sharing who I am, sharing the journey that I've taken. I want to be an inspiration. I want to be a light. I want to be a beacon of hope, whatever that means. And I'd like to think that I already do that in my own day-to-day life. And I've had a lot of people tell me that the things that I do inspire them. And I know that that's one of my purposes in this life. I know another one of my purposes in this life is bringing people together, creating community, creating safe spaces, you know, and that ties back into the yoga. Like, all I want, if anything at all, if people don't get anything from my yoga class, if they hate it, at the least that they got is a safe and welcoming space. If that's the least that they got and they felt accepted and at home, and like, if they wanted to lay in child's pose the entire class, I would never say anything about that. I would say, please do that. If that's what you need, if that's what your body is asking for today, please do that. If you feel like you need to lay down and go to sleep right now because that's what your body's asking for, please. Like, I always tell people in my classes, you know your body better than I do. I don't know all the aches and pains. I don't know all the injuries of your whole life. You do. You know when your body is speaking to you or not. You may not know exactly what it's saying yet, but you know when your body says, oh, don't go that far, that doesn't feel good, you know? Or when your body says, oh, okay, I could go a little bit further into this because I think I need this right now. You know that better than I ever will. And I think truly that's the energy that I want to create in the spaces, is open, welcoming, honest, authentic. And that's the space that I'm trying to create virtually here as well. A safe space where everything is welcome, all is welcome. And I've been really, really nervous about feeling vulnerable on this channel, and really nervous about sharing authentically and sharing the truth and sharing the things that I truly feel in my heart. And I've just been keeping everything very surface level. But this is my challenge to myself, to let out the things that are coming out, because I know from experience, if something is coming up within me and there are things that I'm learning, I'm healing through, chances are it's going to help someone else as well. Because I love seeing a video where someone is pouring their heart out and they're talking about all the things that are hurting them, all of the things that have hurt them, all the things that they have learned and changed and grew through. I love seeing that. I love seeing people talk about their stories of things that they've overcome, or even things that they're still currently going through, because that's relatable. So I want to try and be relatable on this channel. I want to try and be real, and that's why today I don't really feel good, and that doesn't mean that I'm not going to still record myself. It means I'm going to still show myself in a holistic, full spectrum of emotions. That's all I have to say.